on expanding river. Turkey on the blue side, Myanmar on red.
So right now, Team Turkey are up on the board. They need one more win to move forward to the semi-finals. And Myanmar needs one win to continue their journey here in WEC 25 here in Kuala Lumpur. Boye already threatening TNZ just a little bit, but he has to be careful because the draft that Turkey has is really not that punishable inside the jungle. Heck, look at this. They're already marching forward, disrupting King Flash and pulling the golem towards them, resetting just a little bit. Oh, this is going to be rough for Myanmar.
Apex into it again, right? Doesn't have the rampart. So finally, the golem goes over to King Flash. Slight delay, but mid-priority, of course, given over to Turkey. And Boye can't really do much. You have to trade your health bar for the priority, but the block on Nico is going to force a flicker out eventually. There it is, Tianzi, who will jump onto Boye instead, but Boye barely gets away.
Yeah, but look at the punishment that they're getting if Turkey is able to establish a freeze, which they have. King Flash has to come and help reset the freeze. If not, Nico will suffer, and you don't want Nico suffering when he's the main way you answer Turkey's draft.
Yeah. He doesn't necessarily need to be the most farm, but he needs decent items, right?
I think he needs at least Enchanted Talisman.
Yeah, he needs his Enchanted Talisman. And, well, good thing about Loi is that you are effective. You don't need level 4. And Juno overextended. Tianzi rolls on him, first blood.
Yeah, Sigibum was able to bait him out. Here on the screen, we did see TNZ jumping in, but Juno does not have that information. The turtle has been started up by King Flash. Boy is here. Kun is trying to push Lunar away, but look at that. Apex 47 and Rosar here. King Flash still able to steal that away. And TNZ didn't even bother.
Yeah, it's like, it's okay, right? It's okay to give up the turtle. You got a kill on the Juno. You free Sigibum. I think, okay, he didn't get double wave. He actually took a recall. Completely fine there. But Myanmar, now the SOD attempting to steal the purple buff. Still, King Flash will get it. Try to turn on TNZ, but TNZ has turned for Sons. You can't really go on him. So Turkey easily disengages.
Yeah, good call and attempt coming in from Turkey. TNZ will be quite forward.
RWM takes down Nico, and Boye just can't get a response fast enough. And without Nico, defense becomes infinitely harder. The shadow kill forced out so early on. He's gonna get knocked up. Not really sure the idea there for King Flash. Lunar collects him.
If we have an award of one of the best drafts in the tournament, this is definitely one of them. Team Turkey already establishing. Lunar is outside of the EXP lane, helping out the Grok, and there's nothing that Team Myanmar can really do. Boye is here to help Juno out a little bit, but even he had to recall because there's nothing that he can do. He can't catch anyone.
I think what hurts is that this draft was sort of given out for free. King Flash, oh my goodness, just got solo killed by TNZ. There's a Hayabusa that just got ran down by a boxer in the jungle. And Rosa now joins in too. If there's any premonition of how poorly the game has gone for Myanmar in the first 3.5 minutes, that was it.
I wonder if I cursed it, because I did say in a content piece just now that Myanmar might be the one to look out for, but look at this. Juno gets caught. Boye is there.
Oh, no.
Tectonic charge to cancel out any kind of CC Boye has, and already retreating. And Myanmar is getting denied of so many farm here.
Oh my god, Nico takes the block, but he might have to take the fall too. Force the flicker out. There's no contest of this purple buff. King Flash is going to get starved out of his own jungle. There's nothing left on the top side anymore. King Flash goes in, doesn't get the purple buff. They have the Jit Kundo knockup, but they don't even follow up with the kick because there's no point in doing that.
Juno is not having a good time here. Denied of so many farms, same as Nico. And Kun is trying his very best just to zone people away. But again, if the Boxia is there, Kun is not really all that tanky. Myanmar, they can still do this. What they need, unfortunately, is at least 10 more minutes. At that point, King Flash has a little bit of items, Nico has a little bit of items, and then maybe you can potentially punish Team Turkey.
Yeah. But now, unfortunately, they just have to watch as Turkey take everything they want. Free liberty. It's painful because we sort of saw this coming from Turkey from quite a mile away.
Yep.
We sort of predicted the potential outcome.
This is one of those things that we do not like being right.
Yeah, it's like, it's the I told you so moment.
Yeah. So, whoa, Lunar got a solo kill, Lunar gets kicked, and Nico tries to kill him.
He's gonna survive, right? Yeah, he survived.
SOD comes in, and there you go. Sigibum goes after Boye and Nico.
Oh, man.
TNZ coming from the rear. Sigibum gets a kill. And now even gets a double. Rosa is all alone against King Flash. King Flash can't kill Rosa. Has to get away.
Oh.
RWM gets him. And Kun tries to save the day. Multiple low targets. But Kun cannot get onto them. This is a rough one, Ansky.
I feel
this is one we just got to say it as it is. This is rough.
this is, I think, probably the first time in the entire EW, well, the WEC, sorry, that we might have to call it early.
Yeah.
How the state of the game has gone.
Because it is possible for a comeback. It's just very improbable. It's very difficult.
It's not 100% defeat, but it's sure it's like 99%. That's a rotation to the top. They send King Flash to the top. All for the XP grab. I think Kun got it.
Either way, Sigibum is waiting there. We got to look at the item to see where Nico and Juno is at. It's unfortunate the main carries are taking quite a lot of deaths here. First item, Sky Pisser, 3.6k, and the Hayabusa is 2.6. It's bad when the Hayabusa is the second lowest gold in your team.
He's 2k behind the Moskov. At least 1k behind TNZ. Turtle spawns. They have a gang squad, but it's on Lunar.
And TNZ is just taking all the buffs. Because he's like, it's nice to have both jungles on my side.
Yeah, I own. He just walks in and owns it. And oh, he found King Flash.
Dude, even the damage coming in from TNZ.
He's playing dodgeball right now. Gets pinned into the wall. King Flash gets away. That's as good as it gets.
And able to clear the wave as well. So Divergent finds TNZ all alone. Do they have the damage? It looks like they do. Juno gets the kill, so that's 10 stacks on the Sky Piercer. So this is a good start for Myanmar trying to set a comeback.
Yeah. That's the Loi effect. If you can get a couple more cheeky plays like that, some creative pickoffs, that could bring Myanmar back. Sigibum not threatened at all with the backup of his teammates around, but Myanmar will now turn on to the objective. Try to get King Flash back into the game. TNZ still pretty much out of this. Let's see if Turkey can delay the turtle take. Luna tops onto Nico, and Nico just has to take the fall. Shatter gets used. King Flash will get the objective. They get Apex 47 in return. Sigibum late to the mid lane will just take the wave. Juno falls back, and Luna just chops Boye in half.
Yeah, 4-0-1 for Lunar. They don't have ways to deal with him just yet. Probably no anti-heals. All the while, King Flash understands he needs as much farm as possible. He needs to get at least the same level as TNZ so that when you're required to make that clutch play around the Lord, at least you have the levels to have the same damage for that retribution. Myanmar, they are crawling back because only down by 2,000. That's honestly very impressive considering the amount of pressure Team Turkey should have.
It all started with Nico's divergent play. The pickoff onto TNZ allowed them to convert into kills and a turtle. So Kun is going to try and survive this. The rampart is not there, so Kun gets out. But they do lose the top tier 1.
So Team Myanmar at this point, diversion, just going to give King Flash the farm he really needs.
I think Apex saw that.
Yeah. So look at TNZ forcing out the flicker there. Team Turkey should get mid for free here.
Nothing much that Myanmar can do. Their defense on paper is not bad with Nico, but Turkey can just put their body in front and make their presence known, and Myanmar will have to give a lot of respect to it. Even in terms of sieging, right? Turkey is just better with the draft that they have. Like Moskov alone is pretty nasty at the job.
King Flash does have the Malefic Roar though, so a lot of penetration here that King Flash has, so there is a possibility of him actually killing the front line. Look at this, Nico. Look, I think he was spotted out. Looking at the items here, Understrike as well as the Sky Piercer for the Granger. And unfortunately, Hayabusa only has 2 items. Understrike as well. Oh, hold on, Sigibum gets kicked. Yep. Does Nico have the damage?
The technology charge saves Sigibum. Good stuff from Apex. Then they had the diversion play to just escape.
Yeah.
Fancy there.
Honestly, a good attempt. But if the Grog was not there, Sigibum might have been taken down. At least they got that flicker. So there's a chance later on in the Lord fight maybe King Flash or Boye can make a play. So I think it is still worth it to get that battle spell.
Oh yes. Diversion cooldown gets pretty low. Once, especially when the Enchanted Talisman is completed, I would assume that Nico should have it by now. He did go for glowing one first item. There it is. Enchanted Talisman done. So Diversion next one's gonna be important. Oh, the Rampart though! Nico got trapped and he's gone. Sigiboom with the pickup and an instant turn on to the Lord. Rosa should be able to zone the rest of Myanmar out. There's 4 ultimates expanded by Turkey though, but I feel like it's worth it because Luna just forced the flicker out of Juno. And they could focus on the objective unless King Flash can make it happen, but they're all standing on top of his shadow and making sure that it runs out before they continue taking the Lord. Good discipline from Turkey. Tectonic charge from Apex 47. The SOD connects with the Boye, and Kun is not getting out of this one. Mega kill for Sigiboom.
Amazing gauges coming in from Team Turkey. TNZ even making the Curse Helm just to reduce their armor, magic resist a little bit, as well as doing just a little bit more damage and wave clear. Team Turkey are in a very good position. The Lord is marching down mid, and it was very clutch that they caught Nico first because he's the main threat in terms of damage as well as crowd control. Once he's out of the picture, quite easy for Team Turkey to go for any kind of fights.
Yeah. As much as Nico likes fighting in tight corridors, Apex 47 loves it even more because he gets to build and alter the terrain to his will. He should be able to defend the inhibitor at least. I would let the Lord crash just so the Holy Shield could do some of the work. But the Rampart stall out the wave a little bit. Doesn't protect the Catapult, unfortunately. It was a good attempt either way. The Holy Defense is going to go down right now. They jump with the King Flash, gets hit by the RWM. Nico also needs to run away. And Myanmar so far getting a good defense. Boye looking for a kick. That's the flicker. Good reflexes. Boye tried, but not good enough.
And again, this is why we say it's going to be difficult for the choke because there's no real targets. He got onto Sigiboom, which is the target that he does want. But again, like I said, good reflexes there. And they're sieging the top inhibitor. Again, Moskov just shreds that so fast. 12 minutes in. Team Turkey is inside the base, and now they're looking for mid. Kun taking a lot of damage. Rampart. Apex 47 flickers forward. And Nico trying his very best. Lunar gets killed onto Juno. Only one inhibitor left for Team Myanmar. Ogi Shadow kill. Not enough damage to take down Team Turkey. SOD not going to get taken here. Almost 9,000 gold ahead. Team Myanmar, they are struggling. And sooner or later, it's going to be more and more difficult for them to protect their base.
Completely losing map control. Don't have the items to fight. King Flash just got his War Axe. 55 seconds until the next Lord. 2 inhibitors down and a 9k gold deficit. This game is pretty much good as done for Turkey. Unless Myanmar can pull off a miracle, it has to come from Nico. Some cheeky divergent plays. Boye sacrificing himself to get the crucial picks. But it's easier said than done. We've seen him attempt it a few times.
Yep.
But it didn't really bear the fruit that he wants. It's not even his fault. Like, Turkey is just fast on the trigger finger.
The problem with comebacks is that do you have enough damage? Speaking of which, RWM being used, Juno, only 20% HP, Sigiboom taking that for free. So now the base of Myanmar is exposed.
Maybe they have an opportunity, but the discipline from Turkey again to back off. They don't want to get vacuumed in by the yin-yang reaction, the duality. Because there is Sky Piercer on the side of Myanmar, so you don't want that to be the reason that you fall behind, or at least lose some of that gold. See Halberd for Juno now up. All inhibitors down for Myanmar. If you're Turkey, you can do this dance forever and let the wave end the game.
If only Nico has a bit more gold, getting a Wishing Lantern might help out a lot. Boye gets spotted out
no.
by Sigiboom. Rosa and TNZ are preventing him from going away. And he's just making sure that he dies fast enough so that he can respond in time. But look at this. Team Turkey is extending that.
Lunar.
Sure he doesn't. And Juno gets caught. Oh my goodness. This is this is tough.
Luna gave him the cleaver. I think the idea was Nico sent Boye to the flank and they hopefully get a cash. Maybe a proxy the wave, but 18 seconds for Boye, 23 for Juno. I'm not sure if they have that time. Kun's gonna try the whole King Flash, doesn't even get to react. With the flicker initiation, Turkey looking for a semi-finals entry. And they get a 2-0 over Myanmar. Turkey